Welcome back to another episode with No Name Trapper. Let's get rolling, guys. Alright guys, before we get running on the regular fur line, checking our nuisance job, and boom, as I predicted, I thought it was either a possum or a skunk that had moved in. A possum. They do that a lot. If there's a spot previously dug out, they'll refresh it and go live there. So possum number one here at this nuisance job. You guys remember that set where I pulled the 220? We put in a 1.5, I think just yesterday, going for bigger game or whatever. Well, that's not bigger game, but I'm glad to see it. How to be, what is that, skunk number 6 this season? There he is. That's a nice one. So he's in a 1.5 blind set. We'll get him dispatched. First catch of the day. First trash panda of the morning in a blind set crossing over from a field drive. Nice one. So, whoops, sorry, backed you out pretty quick. Yeah, really excited just to have a coon and a skunk so far this morning. We only have about 25 sets out. We're going to launch more line today. Alright guys, sorry about the lighting. There's a nice coon wrapped up there. 1.5. The light shining off the sunrise shining off the, here I'll back up and give you a better view, off the dust. It's making it hard to get a view on it, but yeah, just another raccoon and a 1.5. Second one this morning. So skunk, 2 raccoon, and a possum on that nuisance job so far. Sorry about the wind, guys. Got an old-fashioned devil, got a possum over here and a blind set. Let's go check this one out. Alright, and over here we got us a raccoon caught by the back leg. Look at that catch circle. That's what it, you know, this obviously wasn't what I was hoping to catch here, but we sure did. So let's get him taken care of. So there's like a brush pile coming up to this culvert. There's a trail that goes around and up over the culvert, one that goes through. This is a good spot, but unfortunately, guys, part of trapping is just you got to clean the junk off the trails sometimes. And when you're one of the only trappers out and about nowadays because of the fur market, you just got to keep at it every day. So anyways, we'll get this reset and keep rolling. Guys, that spot I was all excited and set up yesterday. Of course, we got a raccoon, but that's okay. It's a big one, big boar. It's in a blind set, well caught. That's raccoon number 4 today. Let's keep rolling. Well, guys, this is my usual coyote trail. Matter of fact, I had footholds on it all last season, and all we caught was coyotes. Not today. Little stuff moved. We got a skunk on this side. I'll show you the other side here. Well, this new line's producing. Not quite what we're going for, but that's okay. Another big coon on this side and a skunk on the other. We're just slowly having a pretty good day. All big coon mostly, and yeah, we'll take it. Guys, tell me this skunk didn't have it figured out. Look at this. He dug, I've got an 18-inch pogo. I'd say he was a foot down in that hole. So, I mean, he was getting to where he wanted to get. So we're going to have to fill that in and pack it back down or pull it. I really don't want to remove this spot. This is right where things come together. So we may just pound that dirt back in. But he had it figured out. And earlier, that was a 1.5, guys, on that one big coon on the fence line. I misspoke there. That's the end of today's check, guys. Now's the hardest part of the day. Not skinning. Well, that's later. Going out and putting in more sets. You got to boost that energy up. And I don't have any food or sugar with me today, so I gotta get pumped up real quick. So we'll get going. We're gonna pump out a bunch more sets for the best line we ran. Well, guys, set the first snare of the year. You can see here. What it is there's a point where it rounds this hilltop where the beans are cut and the grass is, and then it crosses to this other bottom on the other side. So we went ahead and punched in the first snare of the season. And I don't know how well you guys can see that. It's supposed to be blended a little bit. But right there. And there's coyote fur. It's a small gap on that barbed wire fence there. But there's coyote fur on the under and top side of that bottom strand. So we've got coyotes crossing here. Deer too though, so that's why we run a snare. They'll just knock it down. Or at least that's the intention. Alright guys, first catch of the morning. Got a raccoon and a DP cabled off to a fence post. Nothing special here, just a coon and a DP. Hey guys, say hi.
Hi.
They can't see because of the sun. What do we got down here?
A coon. A cute.
Is it a big one?
It got a fat butt.
You got a fat butt. Okay, let's get it taken care of. Alright guys, here's raccoon number 3 today in a blind set. Let's get him taken care of. Well guys, this seems to be the theme of the day. The raccoons moved. It's warm out. It's supposed to be like 70 today. And this is our 4th one in a blind set. We had a DP on the other side trying to scream for this deal, but don't always work that way. Alright guys, so had a 220 under this fence with the farmer's permission as required. And we got our first badger of the season. Point it down there, Bo. And a 220 conibear. Alright guys, and here's a closer look. Let's pull it up. Wow, that's a good one. That's a big badger. Oh, hold on, he's staked off. We'll get a better look when we get him here out of the trap, but he's caught right behind the head like we'd want. Big badger. Alright guys, got another coon here in a blind set. We got to walk over to him. Had one here yesterday too. Just a really good timber trail. And another raccoon bandit going in the back of the truck. Number 5 today, and a badger. Alright guys, got a coon over there. I don't know if I filmed that one in the 220. We had one right over here in this 220 I took out. The boys told me I forgot to film it. It was a big one. So we'll look in the back of the truck. I'll show you that we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one of them's in the other truck, and there's a better look at that badger. He's a big boy. So alright guys, got another raccoon here. You can tell it's just a nice crossover on a hill. They're panting a little today because it's hot, so we need to get them taken care of. Best help a guy could ask for. Good job. Alright guys, we got another coon today. 1.5 blind set. Just laying down, hanging out. It's coon like number 8 today, I believe.